When black love turns to more black beef. That's what we have with this Papoose and Remy Ma situation. Now, if you don't know, they're both rappers, and Remy Ma was a rapper, another rapper that just, ended up committing a crime and doing time behind bars for, I think, 7 years. And Papoose was known to be the man that stood by her side despite all that, taking care of, her kids, his kids during the whole situation. And people lauded them as, couple goals, as they like to say. Kind of like what they used to do with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett before that whole situation got exposed. But this particular situation had written on it red flags all day just because, she's a loudmouth, combative ghetto chick. So, of course, she's not wifey material. But again, another aspect of it that they enjoy is not just the black love factor, but hood love, which they, like to romanticize. I mean, that's why they celebrate movies like Waist Deep with Tyrese and Megan Good. But anyway, and most recently with Queen and Slim. But anyway, they decided to put that myth to bed of that black love, and they've been combative with one another, and because it ended up where Remy Ma got caught cheating on Papoose with some battle rapper, and of course, being a typical female, zero accountability, she tried to throw it back on him and say, "Oh no, he's the cheater. He was the one with Clarissa Shields before she cheated on him." Even though, recently in their back and forth, a part of it was Papoose saying that he even caught her with a woman, which is no surprise, not just because, she was on lockdown, but, a lot of females are gay or homosexual with one another, despite how much they love to use it as an insult towards men, calling men gay, especially the sisters. It's a lot of lesbian behavior amongst women. And believe it or not, especially the sisters. And so it was no shocker, and I truly believe that, yeah, he caught her with that situation. And really, all it did also was just exposing how much of a doormat he allowed himself to be. And maybe it was to help perpetuate this image of black love that they had going on. But yeah, that now, and the Clarissa chick that he's with has gotten involved, and she has a fight coming up. And, and there's a lot of people who are saying that, Remy better be careful because Clarissa is going to fight her or could beat her up. But, you have to remember, Remy Ma is a ghetto thug hood chick that is obviously willing to go to prison. And so if Clarissa did approach her, she would probably not make it out of the situation because she would be in the body bag, because I believe Remy Ma would shoot her. I mean, it'll help further her reputation of being a real hood Negro, because, that's a good thing. That's a positive thing, being willing to murder someone if you're a rapper. Quite frankly, your reputation in that genre of entertainment heavily depends on this idea that you would be willing to take someone else's life. But yeah, I mean, apparently they're still not divorced, and both are accusing the other of holding up the divorce. But with this most recent viral situation that they got going on for themselves, it appears that the divorce will finally happen. But yeah, just seeing how Remy Ma was just from the start and her whole rap persona, she was obviously never wife material. But, this is what Negroes end up with when they want to perpetuate this myth of black love. And the reality of social media and the constant gender war talk between Negro males and sisters just further expose that black love diatribe being a myth.